Hey, it's me, Bren. What's up? Back in the kitchen. A tarot card reading for today. Yep. And I'll just start it right off. So, let's see. Talking quiet at first, right? That won't last long. Alright, so today's reading is for somebody who is what looks like to be a pretty loveless marriage. So I feel like in general I do hate to use pronouns, but sometimes I do like to use them to be more specific. Let me take the interview. This reading in general, I'm feeling as I'm talking to a woman who is really bored in her marriage. I feel like there has been no interest or romantic or sexual activity in probably at least 4 years, is what I want to say. And in this time, you have had other opportunities, people approaching you, maybe exes from the past or past interests, but you've been single-mindedly pretty much saying, even though my situation stinks with my husband, I'm going to stick it out. You know, that's where you're at now. And the reason you're watching me is because you're starting to say, maybe I should explore my options. This is not getting better. 4 years in, at least 4 years into this, I'm lonely. It's just, just me taking care of him. And let me see if I feel like they have any children. Let me see if you have any. I don't think you have children, though. Let me see. No, that's interesting. Okay. All right. Now, I don't feel like there's children involved because I also feel like, okay. Just put it that way. It goes slow. I feel like there's no children involved, and you're just looking to see what your options are. You're looking to free yourself from the marriage, and that would be the Judgment card. That's where you escape and kind of free yourself from the entire, the chains that bind you, so to speak, your ball and chain. But once you have freed yourself, you're going to be able to sock away a decent amount of money, or you have socked away a decent amount of money, because what it's saying is you are able to separate from your spouse, your long-term boyfriend or husband, your long-term. You are able to separate and live in different separate living abodes. You have the money to do that for both of you. Maybe that's why I definitely feel there's no children, because there's enough money for both of you to live on your own. You don't need each other for financial support. So although your person seems to be leaning on you a lot, maybe in a codependent way, emotionally, your person will be fine financially if you were to leave them. And I think that your concern is that they won't be able to take care of themselves financially. I don't know. Maybe other ways too. Maybe you're very them being codependent. Maybe you're doing a lot of taking care of them, waiting on them, bringing them things. I mean, they could be disabled. There could be a reason why you're waiting on them, taking care of things. But the situation, I feel, is going to completely resolve itself. What's going on is that you finally come to the conclusion that this isn't working for you, and you're ready to move on. You're just ready to move on with the travel card. Ready to move on. That's it. It's time to go. Pack my bags. I belong somewhere else, not with you. I don't know where I belong yet, but I know I don't belong with you. And I'm just kind of looking around at the options that I have. There's 2 travel cards that come up, and that's interesting. So you are not staying where you're living right now. I want to say, let me count the card. I want to say in the next 7 months that you will be living in separate abodes from each other. So you'll be on your own. I think that's something you really need to do. The Magician came out, and that means you're finally kind of stepping into your own power and taking care of yourself first and your needs first, and finally putting yourself first instead of your spouse or or your other significant other. You've been putting them first forever, and all of a sudden you're just turning all of that energy back towards yourself. What do I want out of life? What would it take to make me happy? This is not fulfilling me emotionally, and there is really no need for us to be together other than his codependency on me, maybe emotionally and things like that. But it's time for you to let it go. The Magician card comes up and indicative of of the fact that you're playing the crucial role in deciding when, where, how, what this is going to happen. I feel like you've got some kind of exit strategy or plan that is going to take the next 7 months to completely separate from each other. But you've put the plans in motion, and I think you don't have a particular man in mind, like, I'm leaving him for someone else. Because I don't think you're leaving him for someone else. I think you're going to move into your own abode I'm feeling by yourself. I don't think you have kids. By yourself, self-sufficient, independent woman, not thinking about a new relationship. I mean, you're thinking about your options. You kind of want to know, or you'll be watching this video, but you're pretty, in the next 7 months, you're pretty good with just being single, loving yourself, owning your own power, self-confidence, all of that. This is you time now. This is not time for any exes, but this is not time for any romantic interests in your life at this point in time. You need to concentrate just on your finances, your everyday to-day routine, your job, just going about your business, self-care. And obviously, I think learning how to make yourself happy versus relying on someone else to do it for you, is definitely a thing. And you've kind of learned that. And I think you know how the things to do alone. You have alone activities that you do without your spouse or significant other that make you really happy. And just to keep up with that and keep doing the things that make you happy and keep up on self-care and self-love, because self-love obviously is more important than any love in the world. And I feel as though you haven't been giving yourself enough love at all. I feel like 4 years is a number. Like something 4 years ago just kind of started, and whatever happened from there, I'm not sure if it was an incident or what happened, but it's been about 4 years since you've realized, okay, this marriage is over. How am I going to get out of it? I'm not in a hurry. I don't have a boyfriend on the side that I'm running after. So you're not necessarily, going to look for something else. You're just nosy. Everyone wants to know, is there anybody who's got their eye on me or something like that? So let me see if I can just pull up if anyone's got their eye on you for that right now. And congratulations for owning your own power, coming to your senses, and, cutting off the ties of a codependent relationship. I know it takes time. I know, there's exit strategies and there's planning and there's a lot of things involved in separating from a significant other that you live with. So congratulations on making the decision and going forward with the planning that you have been doing. And absolutely wish you the best in your dating world. But let me see what you got out here for dating world so far. Who might send the next text? Let's see. Let me see what's out there. Let me see. All right. Okay. The secret really is you feel unlovable. Interesting. You feel unlovable from whatever happened in your past or in some kind of trauma you've had in your past. And I feel like it might be an ex-boyfriend that did some either physical or sexual abuse for you, and it was traumatic. And I think you just kept running for things that were safe, and maybe you were looking for the emotional stability and the emotional support at the time you met your significant other, and they were looking for the same things which you found in each other. Now you both no longer need each other to get over the hurt and the trauma of the past. The relationship's on different frequencies, and it's slowly just been growing apart to the point where it's never coming back together. So if you're watching me to say, well, will we work it out? Most likely not. And you don't think you really want to work it out. It's not going to work out because you don't want it to work out, in general, and your soul and your heart. And even if your conscious is, are you sure I don't want to work it out? Your subconscious and soul is screaming, get the hell out of here. I've had enough of this. So there's that. But, so we definitely have had a very traumatic heartbreak in the past involving a boyfriend or I really feel like I'm talking to a woman with sexual or physical violence abuse, and I'm really sorry to hear that. I know that's pretty much shape the trajectory of your entire life. I feel like they happened young enough where have decided not. That's why you don't have children. You don't want children. You don't want ties to another person forever, kind of thing, which children are. I think you are a loner for the most part. You pull your energy back a lot and don't engage. And if you do want to meet somebody, you're going to have to bring your walls down, open up, go outside of the house. I don't know what to do as a single woman. To get out of the house, get out with your friends, or go for a drink. If you don't drink, go play. Go. I don't know. Do something. What do you do? What do people do to meet people nowadays? Go to church. I don't know. I want to say you have a connection that is on your mind that you started to get into a little bit. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a year ago or so, maybe a year and a half, start to kind of get into it, nurture it, put some love into it. Like, oh, maybe this could be something, and I'll get out of my situationship or marriage, and maybe I'll pursue this path. This looks like something, but all of a sudden, halted, and the reason, I just halted for I want to say. Let me say why. Why did it just whatever happened with you and the person they're kind of like flirting with or that was a flirtationship. Let's see what happened with a flirtationship. This is the person that you who has some eyes on you right now. Might be even kind of in your inbox a little bit. You don't know how to feel about anybody right now because as far as you're concerned, guys, you can just go suck it. No, you're cautious. So again, I said it on this card. Yeah, the cautious. You're very, very cautious, and what they want you to know is, it's this person in particular is safe to continue growing something with. If you wanted to put the energy back into that person, it will definitely grow into something amazing. The Wheel of Fortune came out, so you have the opportunity to have an amazing romance and love life. You've just got to finish putting in the work. You started something up, and I know you know what I'm talking about. You don't just start up something with somebody and not know. And you haven't finished putting in the work. You've kind of changed your mind, panicked, didn't know what you're doing. I think you're overwhelmed by the fact you had feelings for somebody else, and it really made you realize how horrible the situationship you were in, or in the marriage you were in, how bad it was, and it just really accentuated how really bad that was. And I think you're going to be amazed with how absolutely thrilling your new relationship will be. Do I see you moving quickly? Like I said, I feel like you're moving slow in general. I said 7 months until you're separated from your situationship or marriage. That's when these are the 7 months where it's all about you, all about your personal power. It's about no one else. It's cute to flirt with people. It's great for your I don't want to say ego in a bad way. It's great for your self-esteem because I feel like that's something that you need. I feel like you've been very low on self-esteem and self-worth, which is why you've allowed yourself to stay in such a loveless marriage all this time. I guess what I really want to know I guess there is someone, and so I don't know. This someone has kids, and maybe that's the drawback right there. That looks like they have 2 kids. They look young enough where how young? I don't want to say. Not babies, so like, I don't know, preteens, anywhere from like 9 to 14-ish. Young. Not like 18 more years to go young, but still kind of, yeah, this person has kids. They still kind of need both. Your person that you're interested in right now, that something kind of is going on, kind of wants you to be parental towards their children, and you are not a parent, and I don't think you ever wanted to be. So I think that might be the hang up for you, is the kids. And in regards to that, that's your choice. It's a big, big decision, how much you really have feelings for the person that is on your mind. I'm talking about, I'm sure you know who I'm talking about, with with 2 children, 2 younger children, and that's the big decision. Are you willing to take on some type of mentoring, not necessarily mothering? They're older, so a mentoring role, or interested in helping out with raising of children, or maybe that's the big turnoff, and you just want to be alone for a while until something better comes along that doesn't have children. I don't see you getting on a dating site, and I wouldn't suggest it. I feel as though the type of person that you are in the situation that you are in, you get easily taken advantage of, meaning either you're A, naive, or B, I don't have a low self-esteem, which you're easily taken advantage of. I encourage you not to get on dating sites. But I do encourage you to keep an open mind and just keep praying for the right person to come for you, the right situation to come to you. And this person could be your person. You've got to do a lot of thought thinking about, whether you're willing to do the kids thing. So that's all up to you. That's all I have to say for now. Hopefully I'll come back on with some more, exciting options for you maybe, or something different as the time goes by. But that's what I have for you today. It's really boring. No, it's not boring. It is really good, actually. Things are going slowly progressing in the way of setting your soul free from the situationship or marriage you're in now. And then you can start looking forward and wondering, weighing the pros and cons of each option that you have, so to speak. So I want you all to know, I called the dentist and found out it's going to take me 6 to 9 months to get this cleaning done. And it's so horribly embarrassing. If you're still watching this, donate to the freaking periodontist fund. I guess it's below the gum line. That's why it's going to take me 6 to 9 months to do it. In the meantime, I'm going to try like 4,000 different toothpastes. I'm so annoyed with my teeth in these photos. If you're still watching this and you love me, send whitening toothpaste or money for a cleaning. Now, the good news is I'm still at Bobby Joe's because we weren't sure where I was going to be this month, and I'm still here, and we're still rocking on with our TikToks, although we haven't done one. I've been sick for the last couple of days, so here I am alive. All right, well, that's it. I always say that's it, and I go on for like three more minutes, right? All right, be good, be kind, have a good weekend. I don't know if I'll see you tomorrow or not. Okay. Peace out. Peace, love, and chicken grease.